Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for round 2 of building on the TOPIA server, or playing on the TOPIA server, I don't know. We're working on some roads here because I really hate this center dotted line, and I think the sandstone looks a lot nicer. We're just using some of the resources from GoFundMe from our last episode. You guys should go watch it if you haven't already. And we're designing our road. Now, unfortunately, we don't quite have all of the resources that we need for the roads yet, but I am very hopeful that in due time, everybody will give me everything I ever need for building. It's definitely going to happen. But if it doesn't, that's okay, because I'm still perfectly capable of collecting my own resources. Oh, and it's starting to oxidize. It all looks like it's changed to the first level of oxidation up there on that tower. Let's go take a quick peek. You know, I think it's got to get worse before it gets better. Once it reaches the next level of oxidation, oh, baby, it's going to look good. And you know what, guys? I forgot to mention a little detail I put on the tower. Can you see it up there? I added a couple of redstone torches on a hopper clock up in the top of the tower. It's kind of like those blinking lights on the top of radio towers that keep helicopters from like, because that's bad. So I really like it. It's a small detail that I added on it and I forgot to mention last time, but I think it looks really, oh, nice. Making good progress. It's gonna look great when it's all oxidized. And I might actually take some wax if somebody starts selling it in a really odd shopping district. You know, it's funny, guys. We had all these buildings. Yeah, our shopping district is like this little market area in front of all of these pre-made buildings. Anyway, let's get to building. I think the first thing I want to do is we need a bit of a relaxation place because all of this building has made me a little stressed out and I need to lie down and get a tan. So let's make a beach. Okay, we have a beach now, and I think the beach is looking pretty awesome. I really enjoy the shape of it. We'll do a little fly over here so you can get a feel for it. Now, I am thinking exactly how I'm going to decorate the beach, and I wanted to do some beach umbrellas, but I'm a little worried that in the mushroom biome, snow will melt. Why snow, you ask? Well, you see, snow gives me the ability to make multiple different layers, and that means I can have 2 layers, and 3 layers, and 4 layers, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And it creates a lot more interesting texture, and I think that's a great way to create a beach umbrella shape, but I'm worried that they melt. So we're going to do a little experiment here. And I know a full block won't melt. Is that a full block yet? How big is when's it a full block? That's the full block. Okay, so we're just going to let this sit here for a little while and see what melts and what doesn't. I just realized something. If I stare at the snow for a really long time, and it doesn't melt, which is what we want to have happen, I'm just going to discover that it doesn't melt by wasting a lot of my time. So I'm not going to stare at the snow for too long. Let's go over here and take a look at some of the terraforming we did. Right now, in classic Rohan fashion, it's just dirt and stone. So I haven't added it, and no slabs or anything. Well, it's dirt, stone, and sand. And on the sand, I have added in the slabs. But I haven't added any of the texture or slabs or shaping, or more detailed shaping for the stone portion of the cliff, nor have I added any of the coloring and whatnot. I'm thinking we go for like a shading sort of approach. So down at the bottom here, or where there's a significant dirt overhang, the cliff should be a little bit darker. It should be almost like a cyan terracotta darkness. And then and in there, maybe even darker yet. Maybe we add to the shadow effect. Granted, the dragon's causing some of that. But we add to the shadow effect by making it with like black stone and making it really ominous looking inside the cave there. And the reason for that, I don't know, but I think it would look kind of cool. Let's check on our snow. Has any of the snow melted? Still no melt. So it kind of seems to me that the snow survives in this biome and it's going to work great. And I really hope that's the case because, well, we can make really cool looking umbrellas. Maybe some really big umbrellas and whatnot with snow. Way better than slabs and carpet by themselves. Obviously, we'll mix in some slabs and carpet to add some color and pop because we don't want them to just be white umbrellas everywhere. And Caden, one of the other awesome members on the server, came over with a trident and he spawned a couple of these brown mushroom cows for us. And we named one of them Stella. And Stella accidentally got murdered, so she's gone. So I think we need to rename this one Stella the Beach Cow. Because Stella's going to live on the beach and she's going to be a beach cow because that's why she's all brown instead of the regular color. Because she got a tan on the beach. That's how it happened. So, we're going to try and figure this out. I'm becoming very, very hopeful about this whole snow thing. This experiment is working out marvelously. We're going to... Oh, I just realized something. I also need to find out if I can put snow on top of string. If I can't put snow on top of string, this whole experiment is for nothing. No, the experiment's for nothing. Oh, sadness. Ah, no. Can you put it on top of a fence? Also, no. Well, okay. The snow experiment, totally for naught. All of this snow, wildly pointless. Let's go dig it up. This sucks so much. Boy, am I disappointed right now. I'm gonna find a different way to create some awesome beach decorations here. Some beach umbrellas, some towels, some beach blankets in the sand. We'll make it look pretty. We'll find a way to do it. But no snow layers. That's a bummer. I believe I've recovered from my snow layer sadness, and I'm ready to try and make beach umbrellas again. Ooh, look, we've reached the next oxidation layer. Actually, I think we've almost reached the final one. I'm trying to decide right now in my head. Do I like it like a mix like this? Do I like it best with all of it totally oxidized? Anyway, back to beach umbrellas. Let's try this. Let's see how this one looks. Little bit of that, little bit of this. Oh, unprepared. I'm unprepared. Get me some carpet. Alright, my only issue with this umbrella design is that it's real flat on the bottom. So maybe it would look better if we swap that out. How do I... On top. I want on top. Top one. That felt unnecessarily complicated. I don't know, guys. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna mess around a little bit, and we'll come up with something that looks nice. We might have to get some banners involved. Who knows? Do you know how when you go to the beach, that you usually, like, you pack an umbrella, a few beach toys, and your towel, and you're all excited that you're at the beach, and you got this nice little setup, and you're so proud of yourself? And then you see these folks. The people who really commit to going to the beach. They got the pop-up tent, they got chairs, tables, some towels, they even usually got a cooler and a barbecue. And you think to yourself, that's just so much effort to bring everything like that to the beach. But secretly, you're super jealous and you wish you had done it. That's these people. I've never been these people. I have many times been these people or these people and been jealous of these people. But this is how far we gotten. We got a few different setups here at the beach. I think they all look pretty good. We ended up having to deal with the fact that they're real flat on the bottom. We're just gonna live with it. But I kind of like this style the best. The slabs in the middle rather than all carpet. These can be like the cheaper umbrellas that get blown away in the wind. But these folks, they committed to the beach. These people, they just wanted to get a tan. And these people, well, they're slightly nicer setup. This one's got even a thatch, roll-out carpet. You know those, they kind of look like they're made out of bamboo, so they're not like fabric. They kind of just roll out and then it's easy to brush the sand off of them. That's what that's supposed to be sort of like. I think it works. Maybe it would look better if the edges had did something like that on the edges. I don't know. I'm going to stick with that how it was. For now, that's what that's going to be. And then these people, they brought pillows or sleeping bags. Maybe they're homeless. Who knows? And then these guys just got the nice loungers out and the table set up. These decorations are a lot more expensive than I originally thought. Mostly because of all the carpet and, well, having to have the banners on that other one. I have very limited wool resources right now. And there's not a lot of shops selling wool. So we're going to stick with just a few decorations for the time being. And I want to move back over to building on that city block. I've been doing a lot of work on the design, and I'm really excited about it, so we're going to tackle that for now. But before I get to that, I want to show you guys this. I've been working on setting up the road layout here and there. I've added some crosswalks and some dotted lines. I haven't done much texturing with the road yet, but this, guys, the creme de la creme. I spent so much time designing these little signs, I thought they were freaking adorbs. They are awesome, guys. Look at the little walk signal. The little guy's like, oh yeah, I'm about to walk across the road. And this guy's like, nuh-uh, you ain't. And this guy's like, oh yeah, I am. And this guy's like, nuh-uh. I spend a lot of time designing these signs, and I'm really proud of them. But anyways, guys, let's make this crosswalk signal in front of an actual building instead of some weird facade here. Let's add one building. Well, hold up. I'm getting all turned around. We're going to put a building there. And we're going to put a building there, and then we're going to build a little back alley area here, and then we're going to save these buildings on the corner here for another day. But we're going to build all the way around here, and it's going to look epic. We did it! We have a business besides the one that people just donate to us, because that's not exactly the most brilliant of business models. But believe it or not, this business has actually been set up for a week now. I had to go on a quick sudden work trip out of nowhere. And it's not exactly the most successful of business. It's Vine Be Gone, and I love the interior in this place. Oh, I'm so happy with it. I did this little thing with overlapping carpets here to just make the floor a little bit busier looking, despite the fact that it's a vine removal business. We got vines on the wall because, yeah. And then we have our chemical tanks over here. We got some lava for removing stuff, some terrifying greenish looking chemical. And I'm quite happy with this highly corrosive sign. And then we added some of the sandstone in, the red sandstone. And it sort of looks like corroded metal at the back, like these pipes have been leaking. And then we just vent all the excess gases out to atmosphere. Where's the vent pipe? Yeah, oh, there it is. You can see the little bamboo trapdoor. That's our vent pipe. I mean, the bamboo trapdoor is a filter, so we're not just venting it straight to atmosphere and endangering our fellow Topians. Nope, we are definitely taking proper care of the chemicals that we're dumping out. And then here are our business reviews. I made up Sally to try and get things rolling. And this is not a great business model. It hasn't been working out so well for us. So I think I'm going to need a new business. But before we go on to that, let's look at some of the other sections of build on this. I did this one as well, and I'm thinking I might end up renting this space out. Maybe to this shop, because this shop is, well, it's on like the corner here attached to this crazy looking build. Not quite finished yet, I don't think, but that thing is looking wild. Maybe I'll rent out the space to them so that they have somewhere to put their shop. All it is right now is a little bit of a storefront. It almost looks sort of like a New York, like, clothes boutique type store. The glass doors make it look kind of modern looking, but in an old school, like, brick and gray building. I thought it looks pretty cool. And I haven't quite gotten to the back alley yet because, well, we're running out of time in this episode, and I think we've done a good bit of building. And I've got a crazy amount of building planned for next episode. No spoilers behind me or nothing. But I still think my favorite thing that I've built so far are these little crosswalk signs. I've started putting them all over the place here, guys. They're on the corners all over. And I realized, normally when you go across a crosswalk, it's the one across the street that gives you the signal to walk. So I removed the ones on the back. And I love nowadays that you can click on signs and type and add to them. That's so good. So if I mess it up or decide that I want one somewhere, the little guy's running. It's so good. What I actually did, so let me show you guys what I did here. So for this hand, you can see it's N and then these two upside down U's, and those aren't available on your keyboard. So I actually went and found like an online thing and I just copied the upside down U and put it in here. But other than that, these are just the vertical lines, the letter N, slashes, underscores, and this is the letter L. It adds a little bit of a curve on the one side. And I think it looks so good. I'm so proud of myself for, I'm sure somebody else did this first, but I didn't look it up. I designed it myself, and it's perfect. It's super awesome. I'm very, very, very proud of it so far. And we added some trees here to add some life back in. And I've chosen to go with the birch leaves because we are in the Mushroom Island biome. And most of the green leaves look very vibrant, like you can see from those ones over there. And I much prefer the slightly less saturated green color of the birch leaves. I think they look fantastic, so I've opted to go for those on these trees around the building, just to add some color and some life back into the city. We're going to do something similar in the future over here. No spoilers, next episode. Better watch it. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I know I spent a lot of time talking about beach stuff, and I didn't spend as much time talking about these buildings, but we will build. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.